Little frozen ground isn't stopping NDP candidate Tanya Cameron from setting up her signs.
Perfect.
Even if it means using power tools.
Running in this election, so I'm just
Taking her campaign to communities other candidates usually skip, like Wachegamus Bay First Nation.
38 First Nations, and we have a lot of power in our vote.
Reaching out to First Nations voters.
While I'm not running as an Indigenous candidate just for the Indigenous vote, we certainly are playing a bigger role in the political campaign.
The Conservatives have held this seat the last 2 elections. This time, 3 of 5 candidates are First Nations. Liberal Charles Fox also trying to tap into that First Nations vote.
I'm not running for myself. I'm running for the future. I want our people to participate.
Now, this riding, Kenora-Kiwanianum, is one of 36 where the Assembly of First Nations says the First Nations vote could actually determine the outcome. That's because the number of prospective First Nations voters here is actually larger than the margin of victory in the last federal election.
We are going to be discussing the First Nations priorities for the upcoming federal election.
In Manitoba, a push to turn out the First Nations vote. Indigenous leaders talking up the election on podcasts and social media.
First Nations, regardless of the a result, have to be able to show to the electorate in Canada that First Nations votes matter.
Part of that is focusing on young voters. Billy Bird is a youth chief.
I think that it's up to us to empower the next generation to come and to get familiar with these positions and these opportunities.
Back in Wachegamus Bay, John Wasakisik is watching, but not hearing much on Indigenous issues.
I haven't really heard anybody say anything, really.
Still making up his mind who he'll vote for. Cameron McIntosh, CBC News, Wachegamus Bay First Nation.